It was just like, what the hell? What is even life? It's your girl Kai, and I am back with another video. Amen. So, today is a beautiful day. It's the end of July. It's actually the last day of July that I'm recording this video. This month has been a series of unexpected events, from grief, new experiences, new relationships. This month has really shown me that anything is possible. I'll start out from the beginning of this month. Out of respect for this person, I told this person that I would not be descriptive, that I would not be too specific. I wouldn't tell anybody what was going on. So I won't. I experienced a very heavy loss. The loss wasn't someone dying. The loss wasn't someone who was a current prominent figure in my life. It was the loss of the possibility of someone being able to be in my life. That is just as heartbreaking as if the person was to have died. The loss of this person, it kind of sent me in a spiral. And y'all can probably pinpoint, if you were following along with my channel, or if you just go back through my videos, I was being very consistent. I was posting every day, and then all of a sudden things just got kind of weird, and then I stopped posting. Someone shared some information with me that basically let me know that the universe, that higher self, that the cosmos, God, source, whatever that you call it, was giving me the final no. I had put so much hope in the long game. I wasn't like living every day, with this on my mind. I wasn't like changing myself for this person or doing anything for this person in particular, but it was always a possibility that one day we would reconvene and it could be something. This person, would have grown, I would have grown, and we could have been able to grow together. Even though it was in the back of my mind, I always knew, like, hey, relax, make sure you're staying focused. Like, don't go to that thought, to that corner of your mind. So I never really paid it much attention, but it was still there. So I had to deal with that grief. And I can't lie, I cried. I was angry. I was even just zoned out, kind of detached here but not here. What I'm talking about. Because it was just like, what the hell? What is even life? What the fuck? And then it's just like, I told you. You try to be that person to help people when they say they don't have people to help them, but then they don't really want to be helped because they don't listen. They have to just continue to learn things the hardest of possible ways. And it's like, you could have really prevented this from affecting you and me. If you would have just listened. But I haven't birthed nobody. I'm not nobody's mother. I'm not nobody's father. So therefore, do what you do. This being my birthday month, I already have a very complex relationship when it comes to my birthdays. I probably had 2 good birthdays in my entire life. So I feel like that was also really hard. Again, very selfish. An internal issue, and then the pressure of an external issue. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm getting hit from all angles. So what did I do to deal with all this stuff? I just continue to buckle down on my practices. Everything that I have been doing up until that point to sustain my mind, to sustain my emotions, to work through, not just to get over or to deal with, but to actually work through and create a new mindset. Those are things that I buckled down on. The affirmations that I was telling y'all about, I pre-record my affirmations. I listen to my affirmation. Not neglecting my hobbies, going outside, getting air, getting sun. I continued to go to the gym, worked on my physical appearance, which also helps with your mindset, your self-image, your energy. I wasn't really eating the best. I wasn't eating a lot of junk food, but I also wasn't adhering to my intake. So counteracting those negative thoughts. When I'm about to encounter depression, or if I'm in a really low state, I'll start thinking, you don't deserve to eat. You don't deserve to have fun. You don't deserve to do that. So anytime those things will come up, I would, hey, everything is fine. It is okay. I literally, on my bulletin, I had to write, you're okay. Slow down. All is well. We're safe. Like, I don't just be telling y'all this stuff just to say it. Like, I have to literally live this stuff out because life be tripping. Reading, when I say reading, is so therapeutic. Reading is such a good tool to have when your mind is just all over the place. You get to center your mind, focus on something. Also, you're obtaining information, and also you're able to not be in whatever you're in for that moment. Some could say that it's distraction technique. I'm not doing it to escape my life. I'm doing it to give myself a mental break. Writing, I increased my water intake, making sure that I was flushing my system. I didn't shy away from communicating with other people. If anything, I was more communicative with other people because you need that community. You need other people to help sustain you mentally and emotionally. I didn't call out to work. I took on new opportunities, made sure I was journaling. I wasn't journaling as frequently because it's something I really didn't want to do, but I still made sure maybe once or twice every week I sat down and journaled. I've been doing my meditation. Meditation is so important, so key. Oh, also taking in information on like YouTube or like just research. Oh my God, research is so therapeutic. Like anything like that I can do really helps with my mental and my emotions. So yeah, those are the main things. Staying involved with community, going outside, drinking your water, just holding fast to those techniques. Do not shy away from those tips and those tricks that have really been helping you. That is what is going to sustain you. It's not just when you're feeling good and you want to get it done. It's when you don't feel good, when you feel like you're about to implode, or you feel like you're about to really give up for real. That's when you need these techniques. That's when you need those people. That's when you need all this stuff that you're trying to cultivate for your life. So there was a video shoot for a LGBT content couple that I had signed up for, and it was shot on July the 12th. So I had to go to Houston. So I drove to Houston, which was 8.5 hours. Well, first I stopped in San Antonio because that's where I'm from. Stayed with my mom. In the morning, I went out to Houston, did that, hung out with some really cool people, real dope people. Went back to San Antonio, stayed for a while, saw some other family members, and then drove back up to Oklahoma. I calculated it. It was about 24 hours that I had been driving over the course of a weekend. But yeah, I went to go see my family, and that was really cool. Like, I hadn't seen them in a while. And when I say a while, I mean probably like 4 years. One thing that I do want to know is it just felt different. Before, when I would see my family, I just felt so small. I felt so intimidated. I felt so out of place. But when I went to go visit my family this month, I felt like I was taller than everyone. Everybody would always say my mom is so tall. Like, she's just towering tall. She's so tall, so thin. You know, that's just how her build has been most of my life. She's always been a skyscraper. But when I tell you, I felt like we was like eye to eye. And for those who don't know, I'm manifesting height too. So yeah, I'm trying to, you know, tiptoe to 6 feet on them for real. I was talking to a friend of mine's and I was explaining that to her. And as we were talking, I just got the thought, like, I'm doing all this work on myself. I'm, you know, bettering my mindset to where I'm not like this small individual. I'm no longer that person. So therefore, I don't see life like that. And it really just, it broke the veil when I was hanging out with my family. I was around my family, and I just realized, like, I can be myself. Like, I don't feel like I have to be a certain way for them. I don't even care about being a certain way for them. And it never hit this hard until that time. And that just shows the benefit of really working on you. Like, you will see life different. Judge Lynn told her, she would always give this example, is if you put on rose-colored glasses, you always gonna see pink. But it's until you take those glasses off, you'll be able to see the world for what it really is. When I finally took off those rose-colored glasses, I started to see who I'm creating myself to be, who I'm manifesting myself to be, the person that I want to look in the mirror and be proud of. Like, that is what I see now. I hope that you guys got something from this video. Please keep the words in mind. Share it with somebody, explain it to somebody. Even if you don't share the video with somebody, take the information that you've gotten and explain it to somebody. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a fantastic time. Until the next video. Peace.